Casu Marzu, the maggot cheese. What if your meal came with a side of wriggling maggots? Casu Marzu, a Sardinian specialty, isn't just a cheese, it's a dare. Made by allowing cheese flies to lay eggs in pecorino. The larvae digest the cheese, giving it a creamy texture and a tangy, sharp flavor. But here's the unsettling truth. If you disturb the maggots, they can leap several inches, making every bite a literal risk. While banned in the EU, Sardinians claim Casu Marzu is an essential part of their cultural identity, often served at weddings and special celebrations. This controversial delicacy tests the limits of what humans will eat in the name of tradition. Could you stomach it? Shark fin soup, a silent killer of oceans. Shark fin soup has long been a symbol of wealth and prestige in East Asian culture, but its impact on marine ecosystems is devastating. Did you know that up to 73 million sharks are killed each year for this dish? The process of finning is particularly brutal. Sharks are caught, their fins are sliced off, and they're thrown back into the ocean to die. Even more surprising, the fins add no flavor. The dish relies entirely on the broth. Conservationists argue that the demand for shark fins is causing catastrophic imbalances in the ocean's ecosystem. Yet its cultural significance keeps the controversy alive. Would you still order it, knowing the cost to the planet? Ackee Fruit, Jamaica's deadly delight. Ackee may be Jamaica's national fruit, but it's also one of the world's most dangerous foods. The fruit's creamy flesh is a beloved ingredient in traditional dishes like ackee and saltfish. But here's the catch. If it's not fully ripe, it contains hypoglycemia, a toxin that can cause severe hypoglycemia, seizures, and even death. In the US, importing raw ackee is strictly regulated, with only canned versions allowed. Despite its dangers, Jamaicans consider ackee a cultural treasure, a testament to the fine line between culinary delight and danger. Could you resist the temptation? Bird's nest soup, liquid gold, or spit? Would you drink a bowl of bird saliva? Bird's nest soup, a luxurious Chinese delicacy, is made from the hardened saliva of swiftlets, tiny birds that build their nests on cliffs. These nests are prized for their gelatinous texture and supposed health benefits, believed to boost skin health and enhance immunity. Harvesting the nests isn't just expensive, it's risky for both climbers and the birds, whose populations have been threatened by overharvesting. A single bowl can cost up to $100, making it one of the priciest soups in the world. But is it worth risking the environment and a hefty price tag for a bowl of spit? Ortolan, the bird of guilt. Ortolan consumption is shrouded in secrecy and shame. This tiny songbird, once a symbol of French culinary excellence, is prepared in a way that many consider barbaric. After being caught, the bird is fattened in the dark, drowned in brandy, and roasted whole. Diners traditionally eat ortolan under a napkin, not only to savor the aroma, but also to hide their act from divine judgment. Despite being banned in the EU, black market dinners continue to serve ortolan, keeping its controversial legacy alive. Could you enjoy a meal so decadent, knowing the price paid by both the bird and your conscience? Fugu, the deadliest dish. Few meals offer the thrill or risk of eating fugu, the pufferfish delicacy that contains a neurotoxin 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. Chefs undergo years of rigorous training to obtain a license to prepare it, as even a small mistake can be fatal. Here's a lesser-known fact. Certain parts of the fish, like the liver, are so toxic that they're banned from being served in Japan. Despite this, some daring diners seek out these forbidden cuts, believing the risk enhances the flavor. Fugu isn't just food. It's an adrenaline-pumping experience. Would you take the chance? Blood clams, a risky bite. Blood clams, popular in Southeast Asia, are as dangerous as they are delicious. Their bright red appearance comes from hemoglobin, which allows them to thrive in low-oxygen waters. But here's the danger. These waters are breeding grounds for bacteria and viruses, making blood clams carriers of diseases like hepatitis A, typhoid, and dysentery. Banned in many countries, they're still a sought-after delicacy for those willing to risk their health for their unique taste. Eating them is not just a culinary experience, it's a gamble. Hákarl, Iceland's fermented horror. Would you willingly eat something that smells like ammonia and tastes just as bad? Hákarl, Iceland's fermented shark, is exactly that. The meat of the Greenland shark is naturally toxic and must be fermented and dried for months to make it safe to eat. The process involves burying the meat in gravel pits and letting it ferment before it's hung to dry. Icelanders consider it a cultural rite of passage, while tourists often approach it as a dare. Love it or hate it, Hákarl is a testament to the resourcefulness of Icelandic cuisine. Kinder eggs, the surprising contraband. Who would have thought a chocolate egg could be banned? Kinder eggs are beloved worldwide for their toy-filled centers. But in the US, they're illegal due to a 1938 law prohibiting non-edible objects inside food. The ban has turned Kinder eggs into a black market item, with travelers smuggling them into the country as prized contraband. Ironically, while Kinder eggs are banned, similar products like Kinder Joy, where the toy is separated from the chocolate, are allowed. It's a sweet treat wrapped in layers of legal red tape. Balut, the egg with a face. Balut is not just an egg. It's a fertilized duck embryo that's boiled and eaten whole, bones and all. A popular street food in Southeast Asia, balut is considered a delicacy and an aphrodisiac. But for outsiders, its appearance is often shocking, with the partially developed duckling visible when the shell is cracked. Despite its controversy, balut remains a cherished cultural dish, celebrated for its rich flavor and nutritional value. It's proof that one man's delicacy can be another's nightmare. Kava, the tranquil brew. Kava, a traditional drink from the South Pacific, is celebrated for its calming effects and ceremonial significance. Made from the root of the kava plant, it's used in everything from social gatherings to spiritual rituals. However, its association with liver damage has led to bans in parts of Europe and strict regulations elsewhere. Despite this, kava remains a cornerstone of Pacific Island culture, embodying the spirit of relaxation and community. Tonka beans, the forbidden flavor. Tonka beans are prized for their complex aroma, often described as a mix of vanilla, almond, and cinnamon. But their high coumarin content has led to a US ban due to potential liver toxicity. Despite the risks, chefs around the world use tonka beans to create unforgettable desserts, cocktails, and even perfumes. Their allure lies in their forbidden nature, making them a prized ingredient for those willing to bend the rules. If you enjoyed this dive into banned and controversial foods, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. Which of these foods would you dare to try or avoid at all costs? Let us know in the comments below.